It's your girl D here to do your Jupiter retrograde and Chiron retrograde in Aries, which is your first house. This is going to be general. Take what resonates, leave the rest. All right, so we're looking at Jupiter, right? Jupiter is the planet of expansion, growth, excess, good fortune, good luck, looking at the glass half full, optimism, your spiritual journey, too, you know? Um, So when Jupiter's in retrograde, we're looking at, if you took a risk, what happened? Um, did you overindulge? If you didn't take the risk, why? You know, why didn't you take a risk? Now, when we're dealing with Chiron in Aries, Aries is the energy of I am, right? And so, you're synonymous with the first house energy, which is, leadership, decision making, being in control, also having the pressure to decide things, taking a stand, all right, making your mark, right? And so, we're looking at Chiron. Chiron is a wounded healer. Chiron is an energy that I like to describe as, we all have wounds that we deal with in life, but we still got to go out here. We got to make this dough, right? Especially if you're living in a capitalist environment where you got to survive, right? So, what we do is we come home, we put a temporary band-aid on the wound, and we just keep it moving. Well, with Chiron and retrograde, what we want to do now is we want to take that temporary band-aid off and we want to look at the source of the wound so we can figure out how to truly heal it instead of just covering up. Jupiter retrograde is the energy of you covering up, doing things to compensate for that wound, right? You're overcompensating in one area because there's an imbalance in another. And so what we're looking at is the area of life where that shows up. For you, Aries, that's your first house. Now, for those of you who have natal Chiron in Aries, most of you who are watching this will probably be 50, 51 years old. You are now experiencing your Chiron return. Chiron return happens every 50 years, every 50, 51 years. So if you are a natal Chiron and Aries person, you are now experiencing your Chiron return. All right. So with Chiron, he was a wounded healer. He dealt with a lot of pain from childhood, psychological pain, and then later on physical pain. Psychological pain was he was conceived through rape, and because he was deformed physically, and the fact that he was conceived via rape, his mother gave him away. His physical deformity was, he was a centurion. Centurions are the half horse, half man. You've seen the figures, the centurion figures. Centaurian, excuse me, I'm saying it wrong. Not centurions. That's a totally different situation. Centaur, okay, Taur, a centaur. They start from the torso up as human beings, and from the waist down is a horse, right? So most centaurs who are not deformed usually have their hind legs and their forward legs are all horse legs. Well, Chiron was born with a deformity. His first two front legs were human legs, and then his hind legs were horse legs. So that was considered a deformity. So because of that, and the fact that his mother was raped, you know, just imagine being raped and getting pregnant, right? If you're a woman who's at the sound of my voice, and then your child comes out deformed. Well, she was in the mindset where she was not able to handle it, and so she gave Chiron away. Regardless to her psychological reasons, whether you agree with what she did or didn't do, this had a negative effect on Chiron, but he still persevered, still became a world-renowned healer, right? He was so well known that people came from all over the world to receive his teachings, right? And to learn to heal themselves, and to in turn teach and heal others. Well, later on in life, he got a physical injury, and because he was he was immortal, the injury didn't kill him, but it never healed. And so eventually, he continued to teach, with the wound every day, got up, did his thing, but it was a constant pain for him, so eventually he had to deal with it. So I feel like with this retrograde here, this is you dealing with this wound. For those of you who are natal Chiron and Aries people, and you're 50 or 51, This is like your return here. And then for those of you who are not natal Chiron and Aries people, you may have Chiron in another placement. You know, this is the collective energy. The collective energy is dealing with the Chiron in Aries energy. You natally may have another Chiron placement. Chiron in Virgo, you might have, you know, or another sign. But collectively, we're dealing with Chiron and Aries, just like collectively, we're dealing with the North Node in Taurus, South Node in Scorpio. All right. So, with that being said, everybody's dealing with this Chiron Aries energy in some area of their life, and you are dealing with the Aries in your first house, which is again the house where you your decision making skills, where you present yourself to the world. Okay, where you're taking a stand, the leadership of yourself and who you are and how you present yourself to the world. So let's take a look and see how this energy may be affecting you. And again, these energies are in, I don't know if I said this already, but they're going to be in retrograde. They've been in retrograde since July, and they're going to be in retrograde till December. So we're going to have all of this time to reflect on this energy in reference to the particular area of life where Chiron is affecting all of us. So for you, again, it's your first house. Here's the Three of Cups energy. So this is all about celebrations, parties. All right, celebrating you, I feel like. Celebrating you, celebrating your accomplishments, what you've achieved, you standing your ground, and as a result, you took a stand, and now you're doing your thing. I like this energy. So we have the Five of Swords in reverse, Six of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, major arcanas of the High Priestess and the Magician. Okay, High Priestess is Piscean energy. Okay. So we got opposite polarities here. Okay, Pisces and this could be Virgo. But it could also be Gemini too. Alright, but let's see. So, in reference to you standing your ground, let's take a look at these cards. So, there's something here with this Five of Wands energy here. I feel like you were victorious in a sense, or you will be victorious once you put down the sword, or once you realize that this is a situation that you're not going to win, or that you've already won. The challenge is being fair. Okay, so understanding, I feel like in this sense here, we're talking about understanding that you're not going to win. No matter what you do, you can't win. So I get an energy of you could be overcompensating in a way where you could be looking at everybody as if they're coming for you, is what I'm getting here. And maybe you don't work well with others. Aries is a solitary energy. It typically, depending on other placements in your chart, but just standalone Aries energy only, is solitary energy. It works better alone. All right. And the challenge is you may be compromising, right? And being able to trust more so with this Taurus energy here with the Six of Pentacles, being able to trust, loyalty, wanting loyalty, and maybe putting down your guard and allowing that to come into your life. Your guides want you to look at this energy here. This is Mars in Capricorn, I believe it's Mars in Capricorn. But your guides, actually this is Jupiter in Capricorn. There's Jupiter, all right? So your guides want you to look at, I think this is a matter of balancing, not even balancing, but looking at the benefits of each. Balancing, like, okay, you can work on a project with others, and then you can work on a project for yourself. But balancing that time where it's like, okay, if you want a successful connection, or if you want successful friendships in general, you're going to have to do the give and take thing. All right, and you're going to have to be the one to initiate. Okay, you're going to have to initiate. You're going to have to give a little, is what I'm getting here. But the thing is you want to use your intuition, right? This is how you protect yourself. You use your intuition. Listen to your intuition. If it's telling you something ain't right, believe it, right? And also, what I'm getting is understanding that and then communicating your needs. So I feel like this is the energy of you having successful relationships, having successful friendships, um, a marriage or a partnership if that's what you want, a business partnership, what have you, right? But you got to put down the sword, boo. You have to. All right. Let's see what these top 5 cards are, and then we'll get some clarity here. Uh, so you could have been on the defense. You know, that could be where you're overcompensating with that Jupiter energy. You could have been on the fence, very like shooting everybody down, keeping people at bay, not letting nobody say what they want to say. Like I feel like this is the energy of you. Like say for example, you know how some people turn their comments off. Like say some readers turn their comments off. It's like, yo, I'm not even giving you the opportunity to say shit to me. I'm just gonna post the readings. I'm gonna go about my business. The challenge here is being open to communicating and connecting, trusting that the communication that comes in is not all bad and all negative, and believing in what you do. It could be an energy of self-confidence on the low, lack of self-confidence on the low for fear of criticism. Okay, is what I'm getting. That's just an example I'm giving, right? Just so you can understand what I'm saying. So yeah, it could be, a form of, okay, well, I don't want to hear I don't want to hear negative comments. I don't want negative people, people saying negative things to me because I'm very sensitive about my work, and I just can't, right? So the universe is saying with Jupiter in Capricorn, and Jupiter don't really like Capricorn. You know what I mean? It really don't, because Jupiter's like, yo, let's go. Capricorn is like, yo, slow your roll. Hold on. So you're contemplating here how you can balance the two, right? Trying to figure out, okay, I understand the point that, there are some people who have positive things to say. That's not my concern. My concern is these people that don't have positive things to say. I don't want to be bothered with that. So it's like, you're listening to what your intuition is telling you, right? Or in this way, this also keeps you quiet. It also keeps you distanced from everybody, right? So you remain mysterious, a mystery. It keeps you from going into the comments and saying anything and people really getting to know who you are, right? And so with this magician energy here, I feel it's just all about how your perspective on things, because the magician energy is Mercury energy. Mercury is how you perceive things. And I feel like for some of you, maybe that's how you remain, or how you keep the mystery about you. That could be how, like for some of, like say for example, there's like a reader, right, who doesn't let comments show, and maybe they get a lot of, maybe that could be their secret to them getting a lot of views, is the fact that people can't leave a comment, and it leaves people it leaves people in suspense to a certain extent, and it's up to interpretation, type of thing. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a better way to explain it, but that's what that's the first thing that comes to my mind. But at any rate, so we got the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Death energy, 4 swords in reverse. Let me see if there's another way I could say this then. So yeah, celebration, relationships, partnerships, being hurt, trusting, loyalty with this King of Pentacles. Scorpio energy, going through transformation. Some of you have been hurt in the past and you're not able to get over that. And people's words hurt. So I feel like that's why, example of why maybe some, not all readers who turn the comments off feel this way, but it could be that might be why, because some people are very sensitive, about what they post. And there are some people who don't respect their craft. There's a lot of people who be in I'll keep my comments on. But that's just me personally. There's no wrong or right way to do things. It's all about how you feel, right? But I do, when I have there are people who come in the comments and be on some bullshit, and I just, like whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's just me. You know what I'm saying? But some people are very sensitive about what they do. It really fucks with them. With the Four of Swords in reverse, it bothers them. They're not able to just get over it. You know, they're constantly thinking about it, and they may want to, they may want to chop somebody's head off verbally, but they want to maintain control, right? They want to maintain control and not get caught up in the childish bullshit. So, this for them, that's the best thing for them to do, is just to keep the the comments, turned off. So that's just an example. Just an example. But let's see what else comes out. Let's get some clarity. Five of Swords in reverse, but there's an energy here of you putting down your sword, Aries. And yeah, we have the Hierophant energy in reverse. Again, more Taurus energy about trust. A lack of trust. Tell me about this Hierophant. A lack of belief, a lack of faith. Yeah, you don't trust. You don't have faith in the collective. Yeah, his moon energy. Yeah, because it could be somebody on some bullshit. So another thing could be somebody could be putting, somebody could be throwing curses. That could be an example of why some people don't turn their comments on. What's this moon? Yeah, 4 coins. They protect themselves. Yeah, so that's an example. So even if it's not that example, it's like someone putting down the swords is because they don't trust, right? And with the moon energy, is no telling what people are up to. And with the 4 coin, you got to protect yourself at all costs. What's this challenge here? Is the 6 of Pentacles. The challenge is connecting with someone where there's an equal give and take and there's loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, here's the Emperor energy in reverse here. Somebody who's not there to take control or to try to control or manipulate. Yeah, with the Chariot energy. Try to pull you into some shit that you're not into, and it'll drain on your energy. It drain on your emotional energy. It drain on your intuitive abilities as well. Yeah, strength energy. Exactly. You'd have to maintain. You don't want to be in a situation where you've already been in this situation, I feel like. Come on with the, let me tell you. Tell me what this major arcana is. We got a lot of major arcanas here. Yeah, the Page of Coin. Yeah, because you work too hard for yours. So for some of you, even if this is about a partnership, just being in partnership with someone or joining teams with someone, it's like there's trust issues here. So this is how Jupiter in retrograde is for you. You don't take risks, right? So like I said, Jupiter upright is all about risks, taking looking at the glass half full, being optimistic. Well, when Jupiter's in retrograde, you're looking at you protecting your I am energy by not trusting with the Hierophant in reverse. And with the moon energy is because, you don't know what's out there, and in 4 of Wands, you got to protect yourself. The challenge here in this situation is you meeting someone who's going to be loyal and who's going to be fair and is going to give you equal give and take. Because with the Emperor energy here, there could be people trying to rob you, take advantage of you, right? With the Chariot energy, try to put you through some bullshit. And it's emotionally draining, right? And then with the strength energy, you have to, check this person, put them in check, and then with the Page of Coin energy, you may have to start over, or, especially if this is all about a business, you might lose some money and have to start all over from scratch when you wasted your time with somebody that you didn't trust. So for some of you, it could be, that's just how you look at things in general. It's like, I'd rather just do it myself, because I have to recoup my losses and then start all over again. I'm not with that. That's how some of you could be feeling. So this 2 of Pentacle over here is what your guides want you to keep in mind, that Mars and Capricorn energy. Actually, Jupiter and Capricorn. Jupiter don't really like Capricorn because Jupiter's all about go, go, go. Capricorn's all about, careful, easy. Yeah, here's the King of Coin in reverse. Yeah, we don't want to lose no money. All right? We don't want to lose no money. We don't want to be in a situation where we're being hustled or taken advantage of in some way, shape, or form, mostly wasting your time, jumping into something without planning, without making sure that all the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed, right? This is Taurus energy too, security, all right? Stability, loyalty, belief, and faith in a situation that is going to work out, right? So what where your head is at, or what your guides want you to focus on, is using your intuition. It's like all you have to do moving forward, if you want to, connect with people, if you want to, be in some type of business partnership or just connect with people in general, you have to use your intuition. That's the gift that you have, right? We got that clarified with the Nine of Swords reversed. Yeah, boom. Trust your intuition. That's going to keep all the headaches from you. Like, you have the tools to protect yourself. You don't have to be standoffish. That's what I'm saying. You could drop the swords because your intuition is going to let you know straight from the gate if this is something to work with or not. So just trust yourself. So I feel like this is what we talk about, Aries, in the first house, trusting yourself. And as a result of you not trusting yourself, you're overcompensating with that Jupiter and retrograde energy by keeping people at bay. When what the universe wants you to do is trust your gut, test yourself out, trust your gut. Your gut is not going to lead you wrong. When you sense something is wrong, then you duff it out. If it's not, until then, enjoy some connections, enjoy some relationships, enjoy some business partnerships, enjoy some friendships. It's a lot of opportunity out there for you. It's all about you changing your perspective. All right, let's see what this magician is. Yeah, Three of Cups in reverse. It's all about how you see it. Now, if you realize that these people are shady, if it comes down to your intuition is telling you that these people are funny, all you have to do is use your magician energy and poof, cut their asses out and disappear. That's all you gotta do, Aries. You got this. Like, this is interesting because Aries to me is usually a fearless energy, but we all have some type of fear. But you're fearless because you've had, adversity and you had to come up out of it. Like, here it is. Here's the story right here of you giving and taking, being fair, giving to people, thinking they were going to be fair to you. But with the Emperor energy in reverse, this person, played themselves, tried to take advantage. You was emotionally attached. You had to come out of that situation with the Chariot. You had to maintain self-control and discipline. And then you had to start all over from scratch. I respect that. That's what you're afraid of, that you're going to have to go through this again, whether it's in love, business partnerships, what have you. But the universe is telling you that that is your wound, right? And so you have to look at where the wound began, and that's where it began. And so it's like, okay, respect, understood. But the thing is all you have to do is trust your intuition. And you won't have those headaches again because you already been through it. You know the signs and symptoms of what you've been through before. So you know what to look for. And you know what to sense. And if you sense that it's some bullshit, you can manifest cutting this three of Cups in reverse out. Here's the overall energy as the Three of Cups upright. So it's just a matter of trusting yourself with this energy in your first house. Trusting yourself that you're going to make the best move for you and that when you sense something is shady, you duff it out. All right, that's what I got for you, Aries. Hopefully this resonates with you. If you need a personal, reach out. My information's in the box below. I love you guys. I appreciate you and all that fly Aries energy you bring. And I will see you guys in the next reading. Later.